Howdy do, y'all. This is my first beer of the day. Here's another one that I got from the Bierbiker when he visited me at Piney River. Seven Arrows Brewing Company, Skyline Lager, Golden Lager, 4.5%, 12 IBUs. Never had anything from this brewery before yet. This is yet another one that I hadn't even heard of before. Where are they from? Waynesboro, Virginia. I really need to get to Virginia and visit some of these breweries they're always talking about. It's a big, deep golden color, as you can see. It's an interesting aroma. It's different than I expected. I don't expect to get fruit notes from a beer like this, but I'm getting some apricot. Oh, on the nose anyway. Wow, that was good. Delightfully refreshing. That's nice. It's got an interesting flavor. It isn't quite what I expected. I really didn't look up. I didn't look up to see what the brewery said about it. Poured it in a glass, and the head dissipated rather quickly. There's carbonation there, but it feels light on the palate. The carbonation feels very light on the palate. Well, I'm going to stand by what I said the first time. Yeah, I mean, I do smell apricot. I don't know why, but I do. I don't necessarily taste it. I taste the bready malts that you get in a beer like this. It almost has a cider-like finish to it, though. It's a little different. It does have a nice finish. It's crisp. It's got a nice snap at the end. Yeah, you know, I mean, it doesn't necessarily knock my socks off, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's an enjoyable beer, which is really what this style is supposed to do. This is going to pave the way for other beers this evening. This is my palate cleanser. Now I'm going to start drinking. How about that? Now we're going to... Yeah. Oh. My dad would drink a nice amount of beer, and then he'd pop the Jim Beam bottle and say, now we're going to commence to some steady drinking. I honestly don't know how my dad did it, to be honest with you. I mean, he was 43 when I was born. I saw him drink in his 50s and 60s. I mean, he drank more in his 50s and 60s than I was able to drink, you know, in my prime of drinking, you know, my early 20s. I mean, he could just put it away. And now at 50, I see, you know, how I feel in the morning after 3, 4, 5 beers. And he used to put away a half, a fifth of Jim Beam. I just don't know how the man did it. Although I do feel pretty good about my liver chances. I mean, there is no way I could get to the amount of alcohol that man drank in his lifetime. So I'm feeling pretty good that my liver's going to hang on. My dad started smoking at a very young age, and of course he was in the service. He was born in 22, was in the Army during World War II. In fact, he had a Bronze Star for World War II. He's also called back for Korea. And of course, you know, back in those days, they would give those guys cigarettes and tell them it was good for them, you know. So he just smoked and smoked. So, I mean, there was a point near the end, not at the end, but near the end of his life that they you know, he was just in the hospital all the time for just chronic pain. Doctor at one point just bluntly said, "There's nothing I can do. I mean, we've you know they've taken all these tests. So there was no reason for you to be alive. We have, you know, I mean, his heart was shot, his lungs were shot, but you know he was like the Terminator." So anyways, I kind of went off track there, but that's what I do. I just talk. It's a good beer. It's a solid beer. And so the question is always with me. I don't rate beer because I don't like the concept. But is it a buy again? Well, I didn't buy it the first time, but the answer is yes. If I was passing through an area where they sold this, yes, I would buy a 6-pack again to take it home and have more of them than just one. This is Tom the Beer Whisperer. I want to thank the Bierbiker for sending me the ton of great beer he did, and I'm certainly enjoying them all.